part 3. All right, so now we're going to talk about 7 medical condition that causes body odor. But I want to talk about also what causes body odor. Again, we're gonna go back to the same thing. It's I said in the first video, on the second video and the first video, that if you eat food and that food, let's say you start your day and you are clean, like you can feel your bodies, like you can feel that moving out, you can feel it, right? And so you wake up in the morning, you have your first BM, you eat your breakfast, and then after breakfast, before lunch, you have another BM, you get rid of that, and then you have your lunch, and before dinner, you have another BM, and then after dinner, you have one, you're good to go, right? But if you're eating, again, 6 times, you should have at least 7. So now, what was that I'm going to say? What's important is to know is better that you eat a bigger breakfast, a medium size lunch, and a small portion at dinner. And the reason for that is because when the older you get, the harder your body gets to becomes to digest food. And so remember, our ancestors didn't eat that much. So if you eat if you eat a bigger breakfast, let's say you eat whatever you eat for breakfast, maybe you can switch it and eat it for dinner. You know, because I know when I was my favorite food is breakfast food for dinner. I love eating breakfast food for dinner. You know, you can use beef bacon, turkey bacon, chicken bacon, whatever. And to do that. And, you know, I have to tell you guys, don't use those fake meat to trick the body. The body knows when it's being given fake meat. And those things that's not meat, that's pretending to be meat, they will not be, they cannot do what meat can do to your body. And I'm gonna do a video as well about the different type of meat and what they do for your body and what they're good for, so that way you can make a choice on what to eat. But I would say if you eating meat, one thing about your digestive system, you know, what causing body odor, if you're eating meat 7 days a week, three times a day, that causes your system not to work well. So you can't eat a bunch of meat, right? So maybe you eat meat once a week and eat chicken, you know, fish, and different type of food, just different type of protein. You know, turn it down a little bit, because it's not. Even if you eat meat 3 times a week, that's okay. But can you imagine, meat is a protein itself is hard to digest. Meat is hard to digest. So if you constantly putting that, your body's, there's no breathing room. Your body can't do anything. It's like stuffing a blender with a bunch of stuff, and then you're trying to get it to blend, and the motor trying to go, and it's like, it's struggling. That's what you do to your body when you put too much meat inside your body, right? So you have to be able to, you just eat meat, like, you know, whenever your body calls for it. Your body's gonna know, once you do these things that I'm gonna tell you, your body's gonna know when to eat meat, when it needs the meat. Especially like when the time of the month come for me, that's when I know, that's when I start craving meat. Because the meat help you with beef, red meat help you with blood and build muscle building. So I know whenever I have my you know, that time of the month, that's when I start craving meat. But after that, I don't crave that meat. I may eat chicken, I may eat, you know, fish, or I may not even eat meat, you know. But Your body would tell you what it needs and you have to give it to it. You can't go around just eating meat all the time. Meat for breakfast, meat for dinner, for lunch, meat for dinner. That's a lot of meat. Can you imagine your body trying to digest all that 7 days a week, 3 times a day, 30 days straight, 60 days, the year round? That's a lot. So please just think about that, okay? Okay, so here, body odor is embarrassing. It talks about or blame it on poor hygiene, not bathing regularly, wearing dirty clothes, and not using deodorant. Typical corporate. No, I like I said, I don't even wear deodorant anymore. I don't wear deodorant anymore. I don't. When I wear perfume, I used to wear a lot of perfume, not because I smell, because I never really smell, but I wear perfume, less perfume. It's just a little dab because, my body is really at a good place. Everything I'm going to tell you is because everything I tell you, I have tested, right? All right. So where did body odor come from? Did you know that sweat on its own has no fragrance? Sweat on its own have no fragrance. And it's true. Think about that. Think about that, right? There are sweat glands all over our bodies. Body odor happen when bacteria that live on your skin breaks down sweat into acid. Bacteria plus acid equal BO, body odor. Okay, so this is the thing, right? I used to be very allergic to my sweat, so every time I sweat, I would just get it off right away. I just didn't want to deal with it because it was just I didn't want it. But now I get it. Most body odor can be managed with proper hygiene. So you see, they telling you the shallow layer, right? Keeping your body clean, applying deodorant, and wearing fresh clothes can help. I know people who shower, put deodorant on, put fresh clothes on, they still have body odor. It's not that simple. It's not your personal hygiene. Just like it's not because you don't brush your teeth. It's not that you don't have clean clothes on. It have nothing to do with you not wearing deodorant. All that is nonsense, right? They have to say that. Again, I'm not a doctor giving you advice, medical information. I'm just giving you my thoughts, okay? Here they say, however, body odor caused by a certain medical condition can be a persistent problem even if stellar hygiene is practiced. Okay, what disease cause bad body odor beyond hygiene? There are certain cases where disease or medical conditions can alter person's body odor. Here are some, right? Okay, bronchidrosis. Bronchidrosis is a medical condition that causes extreme body odor. It occurs when your skin's bacteria break down sweats and produce an abnormal smell that mimics sulfur or onion. There are 2 types of bronchidrosis, a porcine and a crane. A porcine bronchidrosis is the most common type, causing excessive odor in your armpit and genital area. This odor happens when sweats from the upper crane glands mixes with skin bacteria, creating a smell that can resemble onion, sulfur, or raw meat. Okay. The second one is crane bronchidrosis is a lesser known form of of brohydrosis, causing smelly sweats on the hands, feet, head, and torso. Wow, I never heard that. This order happened when sweats from the eccrine glands soften the skin, carotene, breaking down bacteria that produces excessive odor. The second one is hyperhidrosis. Hyperhidrosis causes your body to sweat more than normal, while hyperhidrosis doesn't cause odor itself. Excessive sweating mixed with your body bacteria, creating embarrassing body odor. There are two main type of hyperhidrosis: primary and secondary. Primary hyperhidrosis causes excessive sweats in body area like the underarm, hands, feet, head, and groin. Is usually hereditary and affect approximately 5% of the population. Secondary hyperhidrosis is excessive sweating caused by a medical condition and certain medication. So certain medication can do that, right? Some medication that whose side effect can include excessive sweating are antidepressant, pilocarpine used to treat dry mouth, zinc supplement, iron supplement. I don't know. Diabetes. Patient often experience additional medical complication. Diabetes. Again, urinary tract infection, high level of blood glucose can increase body odor. So the same, your breath and body odor all ties in. They all tied in together, right? High thyroid condition. Your thyroid glands regulate many bodily function, including our sweat response. When you have hyperthyroidism, overactive thyroid, or grave disease, your body can produce an excessive amount of sweats, kidney failure, and liver dysfunction. So you see how they all tied in. With bad breath, that was one of the cause when your organs start to fail, to start not to work, then you start having bad breath and body odor, right? And again, those are just the side effects. Those are the symptoms that they're talking about, because the deeper problem have nothing to do with the fact with your kidney. What it does is because your kidneys are failing. Why your kidneys are failing? Because something you either doing that's causing the kidney to work harder, and something you're not doing that's causing the kidney to work harder, which when something works too much, kind of like I told you about the blender, it starts to fail. Start to have a hard time working. It starts to work slower. Like the motor may not go out, but it doesn't work as well because you're putting too much on it, right? Okay, metabolic disorder. So that also caused bad breath. Not bad breath, but bad body odor. Okay, and again, the same thing that I talked about. While there is incredible rare gene mutation can also affect body odor. So again, that trimethylaminiuria, or the TMAU, is a disease that prevents your liver from breaking down the chemical compound, right? So again, which causes a fishy smell, or reek of eggs or urine. The same thing. It's about when you putting too much pressure on your organ. If you're eating food and your body's not digesting that food, then this end up happening, right? Your body start to break down. Okay, so they said that secondary trimethylaminiuria can occur if you take large oral doses of carnitine. Let me see if I know that that's what they say, but let's make sure.
Carnitine.
Yeah, carnitine. So if you take carnitine, they have the L-carnitine, or choline. Oh yeah, choline. So and that's supposed to treat Alzheimer's, and they said that sometimes carnitine is sometimes used to enhance athlete strength. So a lot of athletes take that to enhance their strength. And choline treats Alzheimer's disease, and the Huntington's disease symptoms disappear when doses are reduced or eliminated. Hormones imbalance cause excessive sweats, and by extension body odor. Teen, pregnant women, premenopausal women can experience hot flashes and night sweat, increasing excessive sweating, and odor. Manage your body. Okay, so as you can see, you can hear that this your body odor and your breath all tied in with they all tied in, right? So so this is the homework. All of you can take a glass, right? Take a regular glass, clear glass. Every morning before you wake up, every morning before you do anything, the minute you wake up, you take 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. You put inside that glass of water. You stir it. Now, if you don't like the taste of baking soda, you can put a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit, maybe the same amount, 1/4 of apple cider vinegar in the water, so you can balance the taste, and then you drink that. You do that every morning. It may take you 30 days. Don't do it less than 30 days, and some may take 2 months, 3 months. I don't know what your situation is. Everybody's different, but you have to be consistent. After that 1 month, you do that. What's going to happen? Every morning, once you do that, the first thing you're going to do after you drink that, you're going to go to the bathroom. It's going to clean you out. It doesn't matter what is hiding, it's going to clean you out. And remember, baking soda help with odor, right? So it's going to clean your body out. And then after you do that morning and you eat your breakfast, if you have this is what is this? This is 32 ounces of, this is where my water is 32 ounces, right? So what I do is I fill this up throughout the day. I would drink it and then refill it, drink it and refill it. I would put a cap full of apple cider vinegar in it. That's all you need. You don't need a whole lot. And then you drink that throughout the day. What that's going to do is going to help your digestive system to work better, It's gonna make it work better. It's gonna make you regular and normal, and you're gonna start to your skin is gonna change. Your breath, you start to it start to help you eliminate bad breath, because again, apple cider vinegar and baking soda, those two working together. So you basically cleanse, and what it's doing is like it goes in the inside, wherever the smell is and all of that nasty stuff is hiding. It's gonna find it and get it out and push it down and get it out of your system, and things gonna be so much better for you. Just please do that. So remember, 1/4 of baking soda and a glass of 8 ounces of water before you start anything, before you eat, before you do anything in the morning. You drink it. Once you drink that, it's going to take you to the bathroom, and then that's the first one, right? Throughout that you do that in the morning only. Now throughout the day, if you have a water bottle, if you can put some baking soda, not baking soda, apple cider vinegar, and take it with you wherever you go, and you put a cap full. You don't have to get like the big bottle. Just get one of those bottles, and then you like a small bottle, and put it in there, and then get that cap full. Maybe you need 2. If it's small enough, maybe you need two capfuls. You put in your water, you shake it, and you drink it, and it's going to make you feel so light and so good, and it's going to clean out your body. And then you will see that your body, you're going to start to be normal again. You're going to start having normal BMs, right? And then if you have diarrhea or whatever, if you having diarrhea and stuff like that, so what you do is you get a 4 spoon of baking soda, the 1/4, and you get a little bit of salt, like a pinch of salt, just a pinch of salt, okay? And then you put a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and you stir it, and if you have honey, put honey, and you drink that. And after you drink that, if you have like mint or basil, just take a piece of the leaf and chew on it, and that should help you with diarrhea. Again, I am not giving you medical information. I'm just sharing with you some of the things that I have done, okay? And so once you do that, so I just want you guys to try that, okay? Try that, and then let me know how it worked out for you. Let me know what happened, because after you do that, you don't have to worry about not being normal. You will be having BM at least 4 times per day, and that means once you get, that means you're getting rid of the food. You eat the food does not stay in your body. I do not like food to stay inside my body too long, because the body will know when it needs to come out, right? So once you do that, once you get yourself that clean, so that's what I'm saying, like you get rid of everything that you're not supposed to be eating, right? All the diet stuff, all the the low carb and gluten free. If you're not gluten free, people do not do gluten free. Gluten intolerance is created because how one of my holistic mentor told me this secret, and he said that this is something they don't want people to know, right? When you put wheat bread with cheese, it creates this goo. If you keep eating it, and if these people were these Gentiles, what they do, they love to hire nutritionists and to have them lie and say, this is better than this is better than that, when it's not true. They doing that because they want to sell a product, right? So the goo that is created with the cheese and wheat product. So don't mix cheese with wheat product. Don't do it. It's deadly. It creates a goo that mimics gluten. So when you eat it too much, then it gets into your body, and then it mimics the gluten, the natural gluten that you're supposed to have, that fight, that the defense that you have that's supposed to fight, to get rid of the excess gluten. It can't get it out because that goo is so gooey and thick. So therefore, again, when you put something on in the blender, and the blender overexert itself, overworked, it slows down. So that's why you see a lot of a Gentile have issues with gluten, because they have destroyed their body. And remember too, all bodies are different, so we can't follow their nutritional practices, because it says that their food would become their enemy, and that's what's happening. So we can't follow them, all that vegan stuff. We can't follow them. That's their thing. Anytime you see them promoting something heavily, question it. When you see they promoting something heavily, question it, because is a propaganda, and then it's not to your benefit. It is not to your benefit. When they promoting something heavily, is not to your benefit. I used to I have a nonprofit called Destiny Organic Center. I started it in 2006, and I used to teach the difference between conventional food and organic food. Man, did I learn a lot. And I'll talk to you guys about that too. All that hype about organic, don't believe all that hype. Trust and believe. Don't believe all that hype. They just charging you more for stuff. Believe me. We'll talk about that. But if you have any questions, please just email me privately and I can talk to you. Again, my email address is Mambootilia@gmail.com. And I will give you the information that you need. I hope this was helpful to you guys. I hope you understood me, because I do have issues with the gap. Sometimes the words are a little bit harder for me, but I don't want to water down anything. I want to present to you as me, as myself. So what you see is what you get. And I thank you for supporting me, for listening and watching and spending time with me. Thank you so much. And remember, I love you, your spirit guide, the angels, the ancestors love you. But our Father Most High loves you more. Oh my God, the love of a father is amazing, isn't he? Man, was I attacked today? I do not know why. I guess because they didn't want this message to come out. Because once you do those things, I tell you, that's a start to getting yourself, at least you start to see differences in the like maybe somehow you feel, if you feel depressed, or if you're feeling kind of sickly, that would up your spirit a little bit. Okay, you guys, love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining.